What is going on YouTube? Hey, I'm back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Obviously, we have to continue talking about where we left off the past couple of days. As you know, we've seen a major pump within most of these cryptocurrencies, and then we've continued to carry out the pump, which we were not kind of expecting. We originally figured we would be breaking bullish because history was repeating itself, and we did discover many days ago here a double bottom was forming. I mean, I believe I've even made videos earlier than that referencing the fact that we saw, you can see right here, the double bottom forming here. This is 2 weeks ago. We found symmetrical triangles here. Sorry, not a double bottom. We found history repeating itself with the bottom support in a symmetrical triangle. We broke bullish, and here we were doing it again. So we expected to see this bullish rally to the upside here, although we did figure we hit a top and that we would start to correct downwards from here, but by some, odd reason, some surprise, we've continued to break up higher, specifically within Bitcoin here. But you can see we're kind of intertwined within what I believe is a rock and a hard place here, where we're now retesting the price ceiling and the bottom support. This is the Ethereum pattern that I threw on yesterday's thumbnail here, and you can see the previous break on the symmetrical triangle shot us up inside here, and we filled in the gap, and then we broke downwards here. You can see we've just now recently entered this, and we are consolidating as well. So it's very odd to see this. A lot of people are thinking, oh, well, maybe now we're going to continue to break up. Maybe now we're going to explode to the upside. Maybe now we'll continue to this rally, FOMO, the fear of missing out, to the upside here. Now, we have taken advantage of some of these trades here. We've also been stopped down on some of the trades from continuing to reverse higher here, but we're still a little skeptical. And I mean, you can't blame me for being skeptical here, because the markets have been in a bear market literally since mid 2021, I believe, or maybe the start of 2022. So it's been over a year now of just bear market hanging on, and it's hard to change my thought basis off of that. Now, I do believe 2023 is going to hold higher prices, obviously, than where we closed 2022, but I don't think it's going to see this massive break just right off the bat here. We are extremely overbought on most of these cryptos, so I do expect to see some sort of consolidation. Now, XRP is heading up higher, which is interesting here, but we are bullish on XRP long term, as you guys remember here. So this is by no means a surprise. We're not really leveraging XRP. We've pretty much just bought in once the weekly closed us. You can see once the weekly closed us right here, we've confirmed a bullish buy. So 38 cents was a buy-in opportunity. We're currently at 42 cents. So we are slowly but surely moving up. You can see from that bottom, we've currently have shot up about 10%, which isn't too bad, on our way to 12%. And potentially even higher. I do expect almost a 90% run on XRP slowly but surely here. The fact is, we are hitting resistances now on most of these cryptos, so conservatively, I do expect to see some consolidation here. I do expect to see some correction. This could be a bull trap. This could be, the last people FOMOing into the markets here, and then volume's probably going to get sucked out. We are going to correct lower here. But this is what, this is why the S&P is of such an importance in today's video and this week. So more information about everything will be later on in today's video. With that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So first things first, you guys can see top 10 cryptocurrencies here. We are consolidating on the market. Nothing, and I mean nothing, is happening. 0.01% here. You can see we did have a small little bullish rally over the couple of days here, but we've now consolidated up to the top here, and we are trading sideways, and this is where things start to get interesting. Yes, we've seen some bullish movements over the week here. 24 hours, not really seeing much movement, but XRP up 10%. Bitcoin up 9.3, Ethereum up 5.2. A lot of these cryptos did see a pretty solid run to the upside here, but I do believe we are starting to get hit with resistance. So I'm going to start with XRP, then I'm going to jump to the S&P and explain why that's going to affect these markets here. Now, as you guys can see on the weekly charts on XRP, we've been pretty hesitant to buying in for a very long time. And I said, listen, at some point, this is going to make up for the patience and consolidative standpoint that we've been taking on this market here. The conservative standpoint we've been taking on the markets here. Now, you can see within XRP, we've been in a very strong, and I mean very strong, a descending triangle here, where we've had a very solid price floor and a very solid price ceiling, a downtrend here, where consistently we've been creating a lower high market here, and we have yet to break through this up until recently. You could see here every single time we've come into contact with the purple band, we break bearish. Every single time we have hit this. This is now the 4th time. This is now the 5th time. This is now the 6th time. So consistently for 6 to 7 attempts of breaking through this, we've been breaking bearish here. One thing we started to notice was once we fell, we noticed that there was some sort of price floor where the prices tend to kind of hang up on. You can see XRP confirm that with us in June of 2022 here. And since then, we've been using this kind of as a price floor here. You can see beautifully the double bottom that took place here. Once we confirmed closing through neckline or breaking through neckline here, we had an immediate boom to the upside here. Unfortunately, we then started to form some sort of pennant flag here. Symmetrical triangle or descending triangle, filling in the gap, lower highs, broke bearish, fell. Where do we go? Back down to price floor. And you can see recently, we've pretty much filled in the gap now where we've closed off how much volume and movement we have in between these things here. So it was destined to retest this resistance here. And one of two things is obviously going to happen. We reject the price ceiling, the downtrend, the purple band, and we fall, breaking through our 30-cent support, falling potentially to 15 cents, losing 50% of its value in a couple of weeks here. But surprisingly and fortunately, this year, we're starting it off on a very positive note. We broke through this resistance. And I've said specifically, I am not going to touch XRP, even with a 10-foot pole, until confirming closure on the weekly above this major downtrend here. Quote me on this, go back months in the past here. Go back months and you'll see that that's what I've said. Unfortunately, we closed just recently above this resistance here. We closed, I believe it was January 8th, just a couple of weeks ago, confirming closure above here, 38 cents. And we've then put in a position here, short or long term, I apologize, with no leverage here to the upside. Basically buying an XRP. I did so on, on BidFi, which I'll explain in a second here. And since then, we've been longing this, or expecting to long this to the upside, not leveraging, just, buying and holding for a run to the upside here. And I do have a target set that would eventually retest somewhere along this line in between the moving averages here, something along the lines of this, between a ceiling of 70 cents and a floor of maybe 53 cents here. And I do expect that to happen. And we've been continuing this so far, so I am pretty excited with that. Reason being, or how I've been buying in on XRP, is using BidFi, the #1 cryptocurrency exchange I like to use here on the channel. Buy long, sell short, leverage trade, stop losses, take profits. They have a demo account. Everything you could possibly think of is on BidFi. So how do I actually buy XRP and hold it? A lot of you guys have been asking. Well, it's very simple. Not only is BidFi free, but once you deposit cryptocurrency, USDT or Bitcoin, into the exchange here, I literally just go to spot and then I click advanced. I click classic, that simple. And then I go to XRP right here to USDT. I convert my Bitcoin into USDT, and then I sell my USDT for XRP. I literally click buy, and that's it. And then I just hold onto the XRP for however long, and when I'm ready, I then literally sell off the XRP into USDT, and then I can convert USDT into USDC or Bitcoin and send that to into my Coinbase or wherever I want. It's that simple. It's that easy. There's nothing to it. So definitely make sure to check that out. Now, if you want to use a demo account, if you click light contracts here, you can then zoom in. You can see right here, you click demo, and it gives you 100K Monopoly money to test your skills. So make sure to check out BidFi. Link is down in the description below. Super cool. Make sure to check it out, especially that we're, getting ready to see some volume in this markets here. But moving forward from there, looking at the S&P, the reason I think this is so important, the S&P 500, is due to how it's reacting with crypto. We had a beautiful run on Friday, you can see here, and we had a beautiful run on Friday as well within Bitcoin and within Ethereum here. So there's definitely some sort of correlation between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the S&P. So I am a strong believer now that we're not going to see much movement until we confirm where the S&P is going to. And what I mean by that is we're now at a very intricate point here. I just want to scroll back here, and you can see clear as day how many times the S&P since January 3rd of 2022 has retested this purple band here and done nothing but break bearish. We have done literally nothing but break bearish here every single time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have attempted this 6 times. Every single time we attempted, we do nothing but fall lower and lower and lower and lower. So that's why I am playing a very tight niche game here of not wanting to buy in, because if I do and I jump the gun, I could buy in right here and then miss out and and long this, and we end up shorting, and it ends up dumping, and we don't actually short, and we lose a crap ton of money. So I'm waiting patiently to see how we react with this. And I also have a lot of money that I'm ready to put into the stock market here, but it's all dependent on how we react with this right here. If we can break through top resistance here, then I can buy in and potentially long it to the upside here. If we can break through this here, well, there's a very solid chance that that's not going to come, and I'll explain why in a second here. But if we can break through this, then I will buy in, and then I expect to see movements to the upside here, and then I expect to see Bitcoin, Ethereum also head up higher. The reason I believe we're going to reverse or reject off here is if I jump to the weekly, you can see that we're coming up to retest the moving averages on the weekly. We just had a very tough time breaking through it here. We have done nothing but get rejected off of here, and we're getting very close to seeing a bearish cross on the weekly, which we haven't seen in years. You can see it. I'll go back in the past year. The last time we saw a bearish cross was right here. And you can see what happened on the weekly. We had a bearish cross right here back in 2008. And what did it cause immediately after that? A correction, a very solid sell-off, which sucks. And hopefully it doesn't happen, but it was about a 53% sell-off. So I'm not looking forward to that happening. I believe we've had some close quarters here in the past, which we have, but we didn't actually cross. I'm hoping that that doesn't happen, but it is still possible, and we can be changing history. But we have retested this numerous times in the past year. We've gotten close, and we've stayed above it, which is definitely a good sign. However, the prices were above it, and this time we're below it here. So things are definitely a little bit wonky right now moving forward here, and we don't know for sure what's going to happen here. But we are at a very intricate price point. You can see on this descending fractal here. We're retesting moving average. We have a downtrend here. There's a lot at stake. So hopefully we can, there's a few things that could happen. We could reject off this, fill in the gap here, then break out. We could reject again, fall down to here, then break out. I am not entirely sure. The goal is at some point we need to break through here. We've already seen most of the sell-off happen here, so I don't expect to see more sell-off again. I don't expect to see another 24% drop. I think that would be insane. Especially from here, that would be 37% in total. So I don't want this to happen, and I don't believe it is going to happen here, which is why I'm playing it conservative and thinking one of these price points are going to be it. I have drawn in green price floors here. One of these price floors is going to pretty much confirm bottom here. That could be clearly a double bottom right here, and then we could break out. It could be a reversal off price floor 3,700, then break out, but I'm not buying into the S&P until we confirm breaking above the purple and maybe closing a weekly candle above that purple as well here. That's really what I'm waiting for. Hopefully that happens now. All we can do is trade out of here, and then I'll be pretty lenient and expect to see, a consolidative, healthy recovery to the upside. But until that happens, I'm bearish here, unfortunately. And that's pretty much what we have to do. We have to wait for this to break out. Hopefully it's something like this. I think that would be a little healthier here. But the Feds are continuing to raise interest rates, which means I think it's going to take us into May, if not into July here, one of these points here, before we start to, tighten or slow down on raising interest rates. I think mid-year we'll stop raising interest rates, and then the price will float up. It could happen before that. It could happen right here. They could say June, we're going to stop raising rates in June, and maybe in April or May, 2 months earlier, we can start to rise up. So who knows? That's pretty much it for today's video, though. Definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.